Namaskar bachcho. Today we are going to learn about the outbreak of the revolution, in which we are going to learn about when this revolution took place over there France and what were those causes behind these revolution, right? Now calling this Estate General meeting. This Estate General meeting being called by Louis XVI when he called this meeting 5th May 1789. And why he wanted to call this meeting or why he called this meeting over there? Because he wanted to pass the proposal for new taxes. Now in France, the old in France of the old regime, as I told you, old regime means the period before 1789. The monarch did not have the power to impose the taxes according to his will. Okay, so this monarch did not have the power to impose the taxes by own, मतलब खुद वो ये डिसाइड नहीं कर सकता था. So rather he had to call the meeting of this Estate General where he would the proposals, where he could pass the proposals for new taxes. Now, what does it mean, this Estate General? It was a political body in which all the three estates, they were sending their representatives. ये एक political body था. It is like in parliament, like we are having the parliament where all our representatives they are representing, है ना. वैसे ही Estate General भी एक political बॉडी है जहाँ पे कि जितने भी थ्री एस्टेट्स थे वो अपने रिप्रेजेंटेटिव सेंड किया करते थे. However, the monarch alone could decide when to call the meeting of this body. Okay, now here the monarch did not have the power to impose the taxes according to his will, but he was having the power to call the meetings. So ये meeting कब रखनी है ये decide कौन करता था? monarch. So last time this meeting being held over there in 1614, but this time this meeting being held there on 5th May 1789. Okay, and why Louis XVI called this meeting? So that he could pass the proposals for new taxes. Now as you can see from this picture, what you can see here in this picture, the meeting of the Estate General which held there on 5th May 1789. Okay, now what you can see over here, that these first and second estate representatives of first and second estate, they are sitting there on the chairs and facing towards each other, whereas all the representatives of the third estate, they are standing at the back. Now this Estate General, it was this meeting of this Estate General held there in the Resplendent Hall in Versailles, which was prepared by the King Louis XVI. एंड ये जो मीटिंग हुई थी ये एक बहुत बड़े हॉल में किया गया था, वर्साई के अट्रैक्टिव हॉल में किया गया था, विच वॉज प्रिपेयर्ड बाय लुई 16 टू होस्ट दिस मीटिंग. ओके, now first and second estates, they sent their 300 representatives each, who were seated in rows facing each other on two sides, while 600 members of the third estate had to stand at the back. वहीं जो third estate के जो थे वो 300 members वो खड़े थे. Now the third estate was represented by its more prosperous and educated members. Now who were representing from the third estate? These were more prosperous, ज़्यादा पैसे थे इनके पास, and they were educated members, पढ़े लिखे थे. Whereas peasants, artisans and women from third estate, they were denied entry to the assembly. They were not allowed to enter into the assembly. यानी इन लोगों को तो आने नहीं दिया. Who were those? Peasants, artisans and women. However, their grievances and demands were listed in some 40,000 letters. अब इन्होंने अपना जो ग्रीवेंसेस थे, अपने जो दुख दर्द थे और उनके जो डिमांड्स थे, उन्होंने 40,000 लेटर्स के ज़रिए बताए, विच दे बॉट विथ देम. Now, what was the voting criteria over there, or what was the voting system there in the Estate General? Voting in the Estate General in the past had been conducted according to the principle that each estate had one vote. अब जो voting criteria था या voting system जो था, what was like that? It was based on the past principle, or it was based on the past criteria only. Where all the estate is having or had one voting rights. Okay, यानी हर estate के पास एक voting right था. दिस टाइम ऑल्सो लुई वॉन्टेड टू कंटिन्यू विद दैट सेम प्रैक्टिस. अब की बार भी वो वही प्रैक्टिस कंटिन्यू करना चाहता था. बट द मेंबर्स ऑफ द थर्ड एस्टेट दे डिमांडेड दैट द वोटिंग नाउ बी कंडक्टेड बाय द असेंबली एज अ होल वेयर ईच मेंबर वुड हैव वन वोट. अब लेकिन इस बार जो वो वोटिंग करवाना चाहता था वो एज ए असेंबली के तौर पर करना चाहते थे. ये जो थर्ड एस्टेट के लोग थे ना, दे डिमांडेड दैट दिस टाइम द वोटिंग शुड बी कंडक्टेड बाय द असेंबली and it would be considered as a whole and where all the members, each member would have one vote. Okay, जहाँ पे हर एक members को एक voting right का अधिकार दिया जाए. ठीक है. But Louis XVI he rejected their proposal. As you know, अगर वो उनके proposal को accept कर लेता तो जो वो मतलब जो वो अपना जो proposal रख रहा था कि वो टैक्स बढ़ाना चाहता था, वो प्रपोजल उसका पास नहीं हो पाता क्योंकि सबसे ज़्यादा रिप्रेजेंटेटिव्स किसके हैं? थर्ड एस्टेट के. सो दैट इज़ वाई द किंग रिजेक्टेड देयर प्रपोजल एंड मेंबर्स ऑफ द थर्ड एस्टेट. एज अ रिजल्ट व्हाट हैपेंड? ऑल द मेंबर्स ऑफ द थर्ड एस्टेट दे वॉकड आउट फ्रॉम द असेंबली. वो असेंबली से बाहर चले गए इन प्रोटेस्ट. एंड द रिप्रेजेंटेटिव्स ऑफ द थर्ड एस्टेट दे व्यूड देमसेल्व्स, दे कंसिडर्ड देमसेल्व्स एज अ स्पोक्समैन फॉर द होल फ्रेंच नेशन. ये अपने आप को स्पोक्समैन के तौर पर, रिप्रेजेंटेटिव्स के तौर पर जो है समझने लगे पूरे फ्रेंच के लिए. नेशनल असेंबली. On 20th June, they assembled in the hall of an indoor tennis court in the grounds of Versailles. What happened there on 20th June? All the members of the third estate, they assembled over there in the indoor tennis court which is there in the grounds of Versailles, and there they declared themselves as National Assembly. Okay, and what they swore over there, what oath they had taken over there, that they will not disperse till they had drafted a constitution for France. Until or unless they will not draft the constitution for France, in which they could limit the powers of the monarch. यानी कि यहाँ पर डिसाइड किया गया, ओथ लिया गया या प्रतिज्ञा ली गई कि वो कॉन्स्टिट्यूशंस तब तक, जब तक कि वो कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन नहीं बना लेते तब तक वो डिस्पर्स नहीं होंगे यहाँ से. And why they wanted to make this constitution? So that they would limit the powers of the monarch. Now, who were leading them? These were led by the Mirabeau and Abbassius. These were the leaders who were leading them. Now, Mirabeau was born in noble family but was convinced of the need to do away with the society of feudal privilege. So, this shows that Mirabeau was against the feudal privileges. Mirabeau brought out a journal and delivered powerful speeches to crowds assembled at the Versailles. Mirabeau ने जो है एक जर्नल पब्लिश किया, इट मीन्स एक मैगजीन जो था वो पब्लिश किया, एंड ही ऑल्सो डिलीवर्ड अ पावरफुल स्पीचेस टू द क्राउड्स. वो बहुत ही ताकतवर पावरफुल जो था स्पीचेस भी देता था क्राउड्स को जो कि वर्साई में असेंबल होते थे. एंड एबेसियस ये भी जो था, देखिए मीराबियो एंड एबेसियस जो लीडर्स थे इनके, दे बोथ फ्रॉम नोबल एंड क्लर्जी कैटेगरी. ठीक है, मीराबियो नोबल एस्टेट का था, वेयर एज एबेसियस क्लर्जी उसका था. एंड बेसिकली ही वॉज अ प्रिस्ट एंड ही रोट एन इन्फ्लुएंशियल पैम्फलेट यू नो, बहुत से न्यूज़पेपर्स में पैम्फलेट्स आते हैं बहुत सारे जो कि किसी ना किसी चीज़ के ऐड होते हैं. सेम वे ही ऑल्सो पब्लिश्ड अ पैम्फलेट एंड द हेडिंग वॉज व्हाट इज़ द थर्ड एस्टेट. ठीक है, थ्रू दिस पैम्फलेट ही वॉन्टेड टू ब्रिंग द अटेंशन टूवर्ड्स द थर्ड एस्टेट पीपल. ठीक है, थर्ड एस्टेट के लोगों की तरफ ध्यान केंद्रित करवाना चाहता था. दैट इज़ वाई ही रोट दिस इन्फ्लुएंशियल पैम्फलेट. ओके, now as you can see this from this picture, it is the picture of the tennis court where the people or where the representatives or we can say the members of the third estate they are taking the oath. ठीक है, क्या कर रहे हैं यहाँ पे? ओथ ले रहे हैं, प्रतिज्ञा ले रहे हैं. एंड as I told you कि यहाँ पर in this here only they declared themselves as National Assembly, and after that they took the oath. and ये oath कौन दिलवा रहा है? Jacques Louis David. Okay, now in next class we will learn about the Bastille prison.